What's going on, everybody? Everyone's. Welcome back. It is Sunday. You are here with the fam. We are back for Real Queens Real Talk with a gentleman's perspective. Hey, it's Sunday night, y'all. We is back. We's black. We's all that, y'all. Welcome back to Real Queens Real Talk with a gentleman's perspective. I am your host, Auntie Momo, your favorite. What y'all drinking on tonight? I got some blueberry lemonade wine. Okay, they sell it here. Baby, when I tell you, it is so good.
Hey, what's up, y'all? What's going on? Mizzle here. How y'all doing? Your favorite
with that big old pretty smile
around here. What's going on? Y'all got the red today. You see L.
Okay, bro. He giving you B2K realness. Okay. I know that you want in this. Giving you B2K realness. Drinking on tonight, Sir Neale.
Oh, a little Cabernet Sauvignon on my white lady shit, you know what I'm saying? And my marijuana party.
You know I'm an alcoholic.
I know you did. They don't call you Apple Queen for nothing. What you drinking? Put it up to the camera so we can see. Is that straight up green apple?
Yep.
Oh, that Old Faithful. Ooh.
The party case.
Tracy, you ain't drinking on nothing?
I have peach Malibu and watermelon. And watermelon Ciroc together. It's so delicious.
Of course, I got my baby bro over here, Mizzle 14. What's going on, baby bro?
Hey, I'm well. How you doing? I'm
okay.
Drinking my little Pepsi first, and then my Seagram, so I'm celebrating tonight.
Okay, and I was gonna pick that up, but I was like, the woman was giving.
How you drinking and pregnant?
Who?
Well, clearly not you. I'm talking about the one who couldn't be here.
Oh, that's it.
Excuse you?
Who am I? Sir Neale Hurston Bih. Hello. If you forgot, let me remind you.
You ain't drinking nothing out of no gasoline can, are you?
You know what? That was last week. That was 10 oil whiskey, and it was fucking delicious. The best $5 I've spent in a fucking while.
You need to love yourself more.
I hope you swallowed that up with some cranberry juice.
You love yourself more.
If y'all are under the sound of my voice and y'all have not yet went over and became a member of my baby bro's family, Sunday. Y'all sleeping on him. Fresh wash and go. What? Okay. My coochie pink, my booty hole brown. Okay.
Wow. I like
Tracy, what you got going on over there, Tracy?
Y'all, just pray for me. Just pray.
I got some red wine tonight, and I tried to make it fancy. I put little strawberries in it.
The strawberries? I mean, I drink your Pepsi. Ooh, I drink the Pepsi bag. You gotta get fancy with it. I drink the Pepsi.
I got my baby sis Jada Smokes in the house, and my secret behind the scenes weapon, Tracy. I don't play that shit. You don't never know what the fuck she got going on, but she knows she got something going on all the time. Tracy, what's going on? What's going on, Jada Smokes?
Gatorade. I'm trying to keep my mind clear.
That's what that is. That's recovery. That's what that is. Got to build up the electrolytes. Huh? Realize that. Mizzle, are we twins? Are we Yes, come on now. I got my baby sis, both of them. The little one and then the little one, Al, both of them right there. And Tracy, what you been up to? How your Halloween been? Did you stay out of jail?
Oh, Tracy, don't do something.
I'm clearly here, so I'm not in jail.
What's going on, everybody? Everyone's happy Sunday, y'all. We are back again for another Real Queens Real Talk with a Gentleman's Perspective. I am your host, Auntie, the favorite one. Okay, I'm here with my baby bro tonight. What's going on, everybody? Shout out to the folk we already got in the building. I appreciate y'all. Make sure that you are giving us a thumbs up and sharing us out. Tracy will be in a little bit, so be watching out for Tracy. She'll be here soon. I got me a new desk, y'all, so I'm trying to get used to everything. Okay, I got everything set up. Shout out to Amazon. All right. I wish I could do some Amazon reviews, but I got banned from doing Amazon reviews. Can you believe that shit? Yeah. Anyways, that's neither here nor there. I still buy, and I love my desk. And that's it. That's all. I'm gonna let my baby brother introduce himself and what he got going on.
Hey, what's up, y'all? Mizzle 14, Mizzle around here. What's up, Mizzies? That's my people, my fans are called. What's going
Shout
on?
out to Jana for that. Mizzies and the mimosas.
What's the name? Joining him doing well. If he had not seen my live earlier today, I did before this one. Go please scratch my channel and look at that videos. And that's it. Tomorrow we'll talk about Real Housewives of Potomac on my channel, on my live. So final time. So get to it and join me there.
I just thought about that. Right. You're going on your Discord tonight to watch some shows because I had planned on doing something. But no, I'm not going to do it because yours is more important because you got to do the review for it tomorrow. So we're going to hold off watching the Ratchet show that we was going to watch. Either way go, make sure that you all are a part of both of our Discords. Okay. We both do watch alongs. Mizzle basically does. We sort of do watch alongs to shows that neither one of us actually watched. Would you agree with that, Mizzle? Like, I don't watch Housewives of Potomac, but I know everything that's going on with it. I don't watch Married to Medicine, but baby, I know everything that's going on with it because I watch his lives. And the same is sort of like the Ratchet. Y'all know my guilty pleasure is the Ratchets. So like the Now That's TV and stuff. He don't watch it. So he'll come over there and he'll have a good kiki about it in there. So make sure that you all are a part of both of our Discords, okay? How you doing otherwise, Mizzle? How's your week been? How's everything been since the eclipse?
I didn't watch that eclipse. It is what it is. I stayed in my house and it's relaxed. It just went fast. I would do something else, grown things, and that's it.
Oh, he said grown things.
And I cooked my dinner afterwards. Other than that, yeah, I just chilled out. The week was been fine. No issues. It's just been raining a lot this week. It's
yeah.
Like a lot lately. And that's it. I'm just here enjoying my weekend. Today's my Saturday. So, enjoying myself.
Lucky dog. I was off for the eclipse, but I got up right in time. It was like I take that back. It was like 1:10 or whatnot, and I could already see it sort of getting dark outside. So I'm like, let me hurry up and get my ass up because I set alarm clock. Otherwise, I'd have slept right through that shit.
Mm-hmm.
So I go outside right when it's going on. But I had these whack ass eclipse glasses that I got from the goddamn convenience store up the street. They was just all black. It wasn't no eclipse. It was just black. And I'm like, am I supposed to peel something off? Like, but they here, and it was just black. Could not see through them at all. I'm like, so I'm trying to think, do I risk my eyesight? What the fuck do I do? So I just got my camera. Luckily, I got a good ass phone. I just got my camera and I recorded it. And then I ain't gonna lie, I looked at it through my phone. How bad is that? You know what I'm saying? Hell, we already fucked up looking at phones. So I figure if I'm looking at the clips through the phone.
Hey, it is.
You know what I'm saying? I still fucked up. So hey, it didn't do no bad, no good. I think I'm just still where I'm at with that. But the funny thing about it is though, it was a lot going on. A lot of folks were acting crazy for the eclipse. Let me just tell you that it was a lot going on. A lot of fights happened. A lot of crazy shit happened. So the eclipse definitely affected different people in different ways. Speaking of which, you know what? Let's go ahead and get into some things. Didn't want to start with this, but this is a good leeway sort of into it, and while we're talking about it as well. So I don't know if y'all are familiar or not, or I'm sure you've heard about it by now. She was an astrology influencer by the name of Mystic Lipstik. Her real name was Danielle Johnson. Okay. Now this all happened the day of the eclipse. I don't know if it was like earlier, but it happened around the day of the eclipse or whatnot. She killed her family only one that survived is her 9-year-old daughter. What she did was she stabbed her boyfriend. She got her 2 kids, an 8-month-old, it was an 8 or 9-month, I believe it was an 8-month-old and a 9-year-old little girl, got them in the car. She pushed both the children out of the car on the highway while the car was going. And then she herself took her own life by, smashing into a tree. And there were little breadcrumbs and whatnot. People were saying that she had left like right before that she was posting to her social media. Like this is one, she reposted a meme and said, "There's power in choice. There's a power in choice. Repost to make the choice for the collective." She reposted that and she put the caption to it, wake up, wake up. The apocalypse is here. Everyone who has ears, listen. Your time to choose what you believe is now. If you believe a new world is possible for the people, retweet now. So it was this, and then it was some other little tidbits of things that she was reposting. Alert, this is the final warning. Turn notifications on. Do not look at the eclipse. Breaking U.S. intelligence officials are warning of violence targeting mass gatherings days before millions gather to watch the eclipse. But I mean, just different stuff that she was reposting, or she herself was even posting. Like this one here. This eclipse is the epitome of spiritual warfare. Get your protection and your heart in the right place. The world is very obviously changing right now. And if you ever needed to pick a side, the time to do that, the time to do right in your life is now. Stay strong. You got this. So not only did I want to talk about, how the eclipse was affecting people, but for this girl right here, and I'll be honest with you, I never heard of her before. I just know that, like they said, she was an astrology influence. I didn't know anything about her until I, saw this clip. But it's sad. I feel for her. I feel for her family. The 8-month-old got struck by a car, and the 8-month-old didn't make it. But the 9-year-old was in the hospital recovering from her injuries, and that baby gonna need more than just physical rehab. She's gonna need a lot of counseling from this. I can't imagine what it is for her. And then at the same time, I feel for Danielle or Mystic Lipstik, because I'm not gonna lie, I myself am going through my own depression right now. So I'm not saying that, my mindset is the same as hers or whatnot like that, but I know how depression can have you in some weird spaces, thinking some weird things and stuff like that. So I feel bad. I feel my heart goes out to her. And a lot of people in the comment section can just be so fucking rude, Even if, and like some person said, I mean, if you was gonna do it, you should just kill your damn self. Why you gotta kill the whole family? Like, in a way, I understand that. I get what you're saying. But at the same time, like, just don't be so fucking insensitive about that, because you really don't know what was going on in that woman's head to possess her to do that. Obviously, yes, there was something there. And I don't even know if this was the first time she ever displayed anything like this, So what's your thoughts on this Mizzle? I just sent you the story earlier because you didn't know anything about it, but what you think about it?
Yes, it's sad that she did this, and yes, mental health is a thing. It's great. I mean, did they even say what she was having? Because it seems like she just snapped, but I don't know anything other than that. So I can't say it could be anything by that. But to make it seem like it was the eclipse that made you did what you do. And I'm gonna say this: I think a lot of people using disasters or natural things as a way to say, "Oh, this is gonna happen" and everything. And I say, no, because at the end of the day, the clip was only for like a few minutes of each person, whatever it was at, and it went by. It didn't last long, and it didn't make no changes to people. I think people use that to further let me see what I would say, the gender or conspiracy theories that something was going to happen an eclipse was happening. And I don't like that aspect because you don't, for me, you say you basically massacred the whole family because of the eclipse. Nah, I think she was using that as a way out. And whatever was the reason why she lead the snap, that needs to be studied. That needs to be discovered. Why she snapped that way. It wasn't because no eclipse. Because at the end of the day, we ain't hear nothing else. I mean, the eclipse went by quickly and move on to your day. So it's not because of that. People were trying to do that to further agenda. And I'm just sad for the family and everything because yes, the kids were innocent. They had to be brought into this. And they couldn't have been born into this. Like whatever you did with your boyfriend, I don't know what was going on in the kid and stuff like that. And granted, like I said, mental health is a real thing, but we don't know if that was the reason that she had to watch his nap. But based on the post that you was posting, it was all about because eclipse is happening. Spiritual warfare is going to happen. So this, like, it seems to me it was going to be premeditated. Even though
I think,
like that, but it seems to me because it happened right on the day.
I see what you're saying as far as the premeditation goes, and I agree with that part. However, I don't feel like it was necessarily you're using the eclipse as a reason to do this, more so as you think about people that were in cults, right? There was a day of significance for them that something was going to happen because it only happens every so many years or every so many decades or whatnot. And for example, 1999, when the year 2000, we learned in the Bible that the world was coming to an end, that was the day of reckoning and things like that, blah 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 blah. And I was one of the people that stayed my ass in the house when that clock struck for 1999 into 2000. So I think that maybe the eclipse held a day of significance. What exactly it was, I don't know, because I don't know if she was in a cult, and I don't want to say anything about anybody's religion or what they believe in, and please don't nobody take that the wrong way. I don't mean that at all. But even in Christianity, everybody's it's like the day is gonna come where God is gonna da da da, and we all have to da 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 da. Nobody knows when that day is, when it's supposed to be. But again, in the Bible, we learn that this is, and as you know, we see for the year 2000 millennium, ain't nothing happened. The clocks didn't stop, the phones didn't stop, nothing didn't stop. So, but for those people who were brought up in super real, even like John Koresh, John Koresh and what was it, Jim Brown, that had this cult following of them that on this specific day, we all gonna drink the Kool-Aid and we all gonna die because this is gonna be the day that everything is gonna come back. Or there's even a documentary on, I believe it's Peacock and Netflix, Mother of God. Man, if you ain't seen that, Mizzle, you got to see it. That is a wild. Now, that kind of cult, I don't understand that. Again, I'm not bashing nothing for nobody, but I think the eclipse definitely held some sort of significance in some sort of way. I just feel like that. I don't.
Because they said reporters saying neighbors heard an argument and everything. I mean, arguments happen all the time. So what was that argument that led her to snap like that? What was the argument? Because if it was nothing to happen and she just got up and just did something, that's what
right.
Yeah.
But right at the same time, why all the pre-tweets saying spiritual warfare and this, that, and the other? Why all that?
It's like I think that's a color because it's like a lot of people like to hold on to, like I said, natural disasters, like natural things like that as conspiracies, to hold on that it has some significance. Because, like I said, I think she was planning to do something on that day. And she want to use that happened to us. Because if that's the case, what other stories you heard about anything happened on this clips? That people was mass killing people or something like that, or people completely changed. Because to be honest, the clips ain't last that long.
Child, that's but a few minutes.
Exactly. So what kind of significance was happening? I think she just used, I think it was something else was going on. And they're not giving us a lot of information, and it's used as that she just put tweets out and it make it seem like it was just about the clips. I don't know. I guess to me, I feel like it was premeditated in some way, shape, or form. And then you end yourself after what's happening. So it's like, you know how people do, they know they was going to do something.
Yeah.
And
so
then
they just take everybody out on the way.
Yes, they won't get caught. And if they do get caught, they know they're going down.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what happened to me. So like that. So I won't completely say it was alleged or stirred by the clips. I think it was something going on. She went out, and this was her out. And
we'll see what happens, because I know we ain't heard. I know we ain't heard the last of this.
Yeah, let's give information, because I said I don't believe that. Now I don't want to bash her, make it seem like she might not going through something, because you will have to be going through something to really do that. Unless you completely snap on then. How you snap, we know it could be money issues, it could be boyfriend, it could be a lot of other issues. I'm not gonna say it was a natural disaster like this. It was something else going on. They just give us more information.
I definitely think she had you have to have some mental health issues. It's one thing killing your boyfriend, but to try to kill your babies, I'm sorry. There's not a person walking this earth who has took their own children's lives that you can't tell me ain't batshit crazy. You are missing. You have a fucked up chemical imbalance if you kill a child, especially your own child. I'm sorry, what you do. No tea, no shade, no pink lemonade. But there's something wrong with you. There's something wrong with you. But I'm interested to hear, like, did she leave a note, or like, was there other tweets that we don't know about? Did she have a journal? Like, what else? What else? Especially with the apocalypse coming. Just educate me on that there, and I'm not being insensitive to her in any sort of way, because I got my own shit going on, but that's neither here nor there, child. Moving on from that, let's get into Jeannie and Jezzy, child. Jeannie wanted this so bad. She wanted this so bad. Okay, she wanted her baby with her piece of dark meat on the side. So she got her baby with her little piece of dark meat on the side. And let's see what the headline reads. It says, Jezzy reportedly wants full custody of 2-year-old daughter with Jeannie Ma. Claims Jeannie family mostly takes care of the toddler due to her extensive work schedule. Now, there was also another article that Jeannie, another reason why Jezzy is trying to get the baby girl is because Jeannie staged a photo with the little girl in it and a gun, supposedly, and is trying to use this more as in leverage in their divorce settlement so she can get whatever she can get. Now, Jeannie, you wanted this. You wanted this. You wanted this. You wanted this. I find all of this to be quite laughable to me. And not even just Jeannie, Jezzy ass too. Because it's something with them. How the hell y'all was just so in love like that? You called her your soul and all of this and your strength, and it ain't even been 3 years. And y'all break up just like that, and now y'all slinging mud at each other? That's wild to me. What you think about Jeannie and her piece of dark meat on the side?
I need to leave us alone. It is so happy. It just needs to leave us alone. I mean, since that interview that he did with
Neale trying to run us back,
and everything, and then from this, it's been quiet, and then all of a sudden now they just blast us up so everything's happening. And I don't know what's going on. That's how I said. I still gonna go by to this day about why I decided she wanted to have a kid with this guy all of a sudden after she was so hell bent of not wanting to have a kid, and now she got married, got a kid, and now they divorced quickly. Like what happened? What happened? If you wanted
happened? Something happened.
You didn't have to marry him. You had to do none of that. You just got the kid like regular normal folks do, and y'all just have been in co-parent or whatever it was. But the fact that y'all going to war and battle, and all this stuff is coming about, whether she staged the photo, all that stuff, that's messed up. If she did that to make it seem like he having his daughter in harm's way, he shouldn't be having no gun around his daughter anyway. If that's the truth. Just going back and forth. I don't understand. It's like if everything's working and y'all both could be able to take care of the kids, I don't understand. I really don't like the fact of the full custody thing Because I feel like if both parents around and I think they all should work it out and make it a joint custody. Unless if it is a basic self-interest to be in one little area, and if the person agree with it, I say, fine, you can file first custody, but at least I have some visitations. I at least have this. I have this arrangements or something like that. But I feel like both parents should work on having joint custody. It'd be best for both kids. It's like for a kid. It's like that. Instead of making somebody want to force you to do full custody, unless you really know this person's really doing something with the daughter that you need to get full custody for. And I don't believe they are doing anything to the girl. I don't know. I don't know if they're in the household. I don't know what's going on, but the fact that he want to do full custody now, after all this time, and what she's doing, it is ridiculous. And they just doing jabs at each other. Extensive work schedule. I mean, if that's the case, what you doing then? Are you in the role too?
That's what I'm saying.
Y'all both is like celebrities and doing things that's not a normal 9 to 5. So what exactly is going to be a balance that you feel like?
That's what I'm saying. Like, ain't you a rapper on the road as well? Like, how is your schedule different from, again, I don't know what's going on in y'all life. Maybe he retired and he working from home or something, and he got time to be there with the baby selling Bitcoin online or something. I don't know. But sir, ain't you out and about too? Like, what? And quite frankly, so what if his mama and brother and her family is watching the kid? So what?
Yes, it's a village. You want a village to help watch your kids. I think a lot of people in this stage and having kids feel like, oh, parents stuff like that. Like, when I feel like if you do have a kid, you cannot expect that someone could step up and say, oh, I gotta watch your kid, because they got lives too. But at the same time, you do want a village.
There she goes. That,
who is around to help you with the child. So if she does have a busy schedule and the family is available, it's fine. Just like when you have the daughter and you got something to do and the family is available, it'll be fine. And that's one thing, but not also expect that someone has to be there, because y'all parents, y'all laid down to make this girl, so y'all to work it out. So I feel like this full custody thing is too much. I feel like the joint custody should be only a standard thing for both parents, if both parents involved, unless somebody's harming the child and you got it to full custody, or it's very best interest for the child to be in one household like that. But it's just too much. I don't know what's going on with these two. It's like all of a sudden now they're going back and forth and tagging each other and see who go one up and get the divorce. Y'all need to leave us alone.
I was gonna say, why we gotta be in the middle of it though? I don't give a damn what's going on, child. Hey, life. I'm doing all right, boo. Hey, Trey, girl.
Wait, I came in a little late. Did y'all talk about him wanting her to live in his basement?
What?
Oh, what basement? Oh, what kind of family movie is this?
No, that's what they said. Like, so they would stay in the house. She would live in the basement. He would live on the second floor, and they would, split custody of the kid that way. Now, we hear basement, and you think like dark dungeon basement. I'm like, no. I was like, sir. I was like, your basement is like a first floor walkout to a pool. Different, very different from how you're making this sound. Do I understand the concept of y'all both staying in the same house on different floors? You both have different entrance and exits, so the child stays in one house. Yeah, why can't you just stay in the basement and she stay on the second floor? That will work too. I feel like regardless of whatever, y'all both have your own entrances. Y'all both can kind of, have as much as you can, your own space, giving the least amount of, change to the child. I need both of them to grow up, because some part is screaming immature tit for tat. I'm hurt, so I want to hurt you more. And we're just going to keep going. And it is not what we want to see from full grown adults. Now, if y'all was both 21, 22, I could probably understand that a little better. Sir, you are a full grown man with a job, with a career, who still tours, because you was in Texas a couple weeks ago touring. So
I put on for my city, on for my show. I miss that shit too.
I don't know if Jeannie Mai got a job anywhere in America outside her podcast. Outside her podcast that she can do from home. So of the two, I understand that Jeannie is probably, more at home on a day-to-day basis to be with the child, to take the child to school, less nannying, although the mother is very overprotective. So, which I wonder is Jeezy's problem, is Jeannie's mother, because
I imagine so. Mm-hmm.
I think that's why he's like, I don't want her with this overbearing shrew, because Jeannie Mama is a lot. Like, Jeannie Mama is a lot for any of us. So, and then I wonder if now Jeannie is getting having to take the hits for her mom, which is also wrong.
Mm-hmm.
But either way, I need y'all both to grow up. I need y'all to make y'all divorce private and settle it amicably, like two adults, because regardless of what happens when your kid get older, she's going to see this back and forth stuff y'all doing on the internet, and it's never going to be good.
No.
It's never going to be good.
No.
And they both going to end up looking stupid as hell. Like this right here. He thinks, what does it say? Jeezy alleged estranged wife, Jeannie Ma, and her brother staged a photo of their daughter near his gun. Like, Gene, that's some bitter shit right there. Especially knowing he's a black man and a rapper. That's some foul ass shit for you to do right there. Because it's like you trying to make him fit into the stereotypical rapper with the guns and who's violent, who's all out here in the street and shit like that. Girl, he probably had that gun and was probably protecting your ass with it too. Goddamn Jeannie, you big head, who you? All right, y'all, let's move on. Next thing that we are going to get into real quick, this right here, y'all, child, this shit was funny to me. I was kikiing with Mizzle about it. Faylnn said, Porsha better watch out because, bitch, it's on site. She said she ain't talking nothing. She about that life. You finna catch these hands. Equal opportunity, bitch. You finna get equal rights and equal lefts on Big Purr. What you think about that, Mizzle? She said it's on site.
She did say it's on site. And this is my thing about this whole Faylnn and Porsha and everything. I said, Faylnn, Porsha already had your man. She came to your house. She was partying with your man in front of your face. Took your man away from you. Married the man. Paraded the man on social media. Had his lavish wedding. And all that stuff like that. And now he has some troubles, issues. She was divorced him. Or in that within a year. And now once you said it was on site when it was happening. Now all of a sudden it's gone and everything. Now it's on site. Now granted, she had every right to feel how she want to feel about Porsha and peach juice. That's how I call her, peach juice.
Peach juice.
Everybody want to feel about peach juice. It's fine. But why we need to have it on site a year or two later? It's like, girl, you already had a whole baby by somebody else. You moved on, did what you got to do. Fine. If you want to fight a peach juice on site for something else, it's fine. But let's not do this over this guy that you've been will let go of and everything. But I just feel like if I was gonna do on site with somebody when they just took my man, it would have been close by when it was happening, not afterwards. Because now it makes it seem like you still pressed over the time and everything. I mean, well, I don't know. People still listen. People hold grudges for years, so
but
she still have grudges on peach juice. It's fine. And if she always want to keep beating up peach juice every time, I mean, okay. But you just. Girl, you didn't say nothing about that before. Woman just outraged when she was doing this. You was doing like, say, okay, and whatever, I'm doing my own thing, and you was going back and forth with your own thing with Simon.
That part.
You said nothing about going on site with a peach juice. And that's it. I just thought it's okay, girl. That on site. So I guess in a few weeks we should see some videos.
That's what I'm saying, because I give it to Porsha. If Porsha ain't gonna do nothing else, she ain't gonna back down, because Porsha can try to play Diddy and put together and all this all she wants to. Bitch, please. You was ghetto. Okay, you was a hood rat. And we know that. A hood rat that wanted to know who was conducting the Underground Railroad. We ain't forgot about that. We ain't forgot about it, that your own Halloween party, how you had to escort somebody out. You was walking a friend out. You had to see a friend out. You was out there whooping somebody's ass in the alley. Child, Faylnn. I'm always a fan of get mad at that nigga. Don't get mad at the female. Even if the female get mad at that nigga because he still did it. So you won't be mad at somebody. I ain't mad at you for being mad at Simon. But mad at Porsha. Karma's already doing his job on her. So that's all I got to say about that. Tracy, you got something to say about Faylnn? Faylnn said it's on site. She's gonna catch these equal rights and laughs. She ain't doing no tripping.
I just have a question. Did Faylnn not watch all the seasons of the show? Because girl, I'm just trying to understand. You was the one chasing after somebody with what, a candlestick or something? trying to fight. You're trying to fight.
That's what I'm saying.
You must have you don't know who you screaming on site with. You on site with somebody who literally throws hands regularly.
Ain't got no problem doing it in whatever
multiple
setting,
times.
Okay.
Multiple times. So I'm just simply saying you may not be picking the right battle to scream on site with. I'm just saying. You might be picking the wrong battle.
You wanted a nigga here now. That's the type of female goddamn Porsha is.
Oh yeah.
Again, she can play cute all she wants to, but Porsha gonna whip her ass. Listen, I'm gonna play this real quick. What she said.
To find out when Porsha and Simon separated.
No, was anybody?
You think that was real?
No.
The whole relationship, you don't think it was real?
You don't think it was real at all?
No, I think it was just a ploy to get back at me.
So let me ask you this: if you ever ran into Porsha, what would you talk to her about?
That wouldn't be a safe scenario.
Oh.
Why?
It's smoke
for her or?
It's smoke. That.
I mean, at the end of the day, she knows what she did. It could play out in the media, however everybody wants to try to play it out. I know what she did. Simon knows what she did. Porsha knows what she did. That wouldn't be a safe scenario. So I wouldn't even put myself in a predicament of even allowing that. I'm a grown woman now.
Oh, I would have talked to her.
Talk to her. Ain't gonna be no talking.
Ain't gonna be no talking.
To find out when Porsha.
Girl, what y'all think about that? That's crazy.
I mean, you don't have to have no talking. I mean, yeah, it won't be no talking. You don't need to talk at all. That's the point. We'll be on site and then going doing all that stuff now. That's the point we were talking to say, girl. You didn't do none of that at that time. So now you want to do it a year later. It go make us feel like you press and want to sign it. And it don't look like at all. She ready to divorce the man now. So what you trying to do?
Where did she win?
That's Peach Juice problem. Because she jumped on the ship so quickly, thought she was going to have a good, lavish life. And when she heard about the news, and you're going to try to tell us it wasn't about, they were trying to tell us it wasn't about that. And then you go around and tell us, no, because that news came out, that's when you want the divorce. Girl, you know your money going to get tied up, and you want to divorce him that quickly. He said, and I'm glad you took, and you made it known that you had a prenup. So you said, oh, I ain't that fool. We had to have a prenup. And you want the judge to honor it. So hopefully the judge honor what you want, Peach Juice, because, girl, you jumped on this real quick. And you thought you going to stun on us. I want you to write a book, how you got it. But I guess I want to write a book. Do a coloring book, because we don't got time for it.
He said a coloring book? Bitch, do a think book, okay?
Cool.
Now, this makes me think, do you think Porsha is doing this for her storyline for the Real Housewives of Atlanta? Is this a part of the storyline?
If we leave it to Simon, it won't be no storyline, because that Simon is trying to interfere left and right. You can't do it in my house. I need all the negotiations. I need this. I need that. I mean, I don't know what you're going to be doing, because he's trying to stop everything. You can't talk about this app. I said, damn, you know she's on the show. But it's like, chill. Simon said, not today.
But I mean, what did she think? Or did she not realize she was marrying a scammer? Like, we didn't know him all the way, and we knew that nigga was a scammer. You didn't realize that? Or did you think you wasn't going to get caught up in the scamming? Or did you think that, like, what was you thinking, Porsha, baby? Or was you thinking? You ain't messed that lady, man. Thought she was gonna come up.
And I mean, maybe she was thinking that, you know, he scammed in his 20s, 30s, 40s, but now that he in his 50s, you know, he was done scamming, which is living off the fruits of his scamming labor. Maybe that's what she thought. I don't know. You know, maybe that's what she thought. You know, that his scamming ways. You know, he had acquired all this money through the scams. Now the scams is over and I could live good, you know, off the fruits of the labor and not have to worry about no scamming now. which I guess I could kind of see as the possibility, as a thought process. So I do think that at some point Porsha thought she was going to, like when she started her renegotiations, she was coming back to, I'm going to show y'all my happy life with Simon, because the smoke done blew over about how me and him got together, right? Because she had started negotiations, and then she signed on, and then 2 days later, the immigration notice came out. So it wasn't like the immigration thing was before she signed on the dotted line. And I think that immigration thing was like, oh, wait, back. Let me
hold on.
I have to rethink this.
Scamming. Yeah.
He's scamming still. Oh, no, wait. Wait, because I can't go with this, because my storyline can't be this happy life with my husband. Oh, we jet set and everything else. Because remember, everybody was like, we don't understand. Because just 2 days before that, y'all was on vacation together, and Nene was like, I was with you. So we was confused. 3 weeks before that, y'all was just in Dubai and everything was good. So everyone else was confused because they thought. So I think Porsha seen the immigration thing, was like, oh, writing on the wall. Oh, back. Because what I can't mess with, because what I don't mess with is them alphabet boys. Sorry, bro. You got to handle that. You got to handle that on your own. And I can't pretend to have this happy life, happy marriage on this show while you're going through all of this. And it's clearly played out in the media, because Kenya and them ain't going to let me, pretend like this ain't going on. So I think Porsha's thought was, her time had been enough time in between. She's still in that woman husband, which technically you can't steal somebody who wants to be gone, but that's neither here nor there. That's neither here nor there. So, you can't steal nobody who want to be gone. So I think Porsha had thought that there was enough time passed between that, where if it was old, it was stale, people wasn't going to want to keep talking about it, keep rehashing it, keep whatever. And then she could move forward with this, pretend to have a happy life, or have a happy life, vacation, travel, do all of these things. And this is what I show y'all on the show. And then the immigration people was like, not so fast. And she was like, oh shit. She was like, oh shit. Rethink this plan. Divorce. Divorce. Because I've already signed my contract. I've already signed my contract with multiple deals, not just for the Real Housewives, but also other things with Universal. So I've already signed on the dotted line. Something got to go. It can't be this deal. It got to be him. He the dead weight. Gotta go. Me.
I think it's
I'm mad
he's blocking her from doing everything. She can't do nothing, or at least not up in his space. Because I was just reading about that the other day as well. That nigga say no. But again, you knew you was marrying, you was fucking on a scamming ass, rich ass nigga. You didn't think sooner or later that this shit was gonna catch up with his ass and you was gonna be right there in the middle of it. Again, I think it's time ago that Faylnn said it's on site, which I still beg to differ from that. Yeah. Who y'all think will win out of that? Porsha would drag her ass.
Yeah, I don't know how far he is allowed, what he can allow and what he could stop her from saying and talking about. But I do feel like if she can't really say much, they're gonna be asking her questions. And I feel like it's a fair game if she can try to answer as best as she can without
discriminating.
Legality, the lawsuit, whatever they have to go divorce. I just feel like she could say something, but if she can't film and talk about it in her words, she could probably ask the questions. I know they will ask questions.
I mean, but if she can get the prenup, like if she can get them to enforce the prenup, because the prenup says Porsha gets to stay in that house and he actually has to leave. That's what the prenup says until the divorce is final. He has to leave. Porsha has to stay, and he has to have all his stuff out 30 days after one of them files for divorce. He only has 30 days to hold his stuff there. So you can't really block her from filming there if they enforce the prenup, because that's legally her residence according to y'all prenup. You said that you would stay at this other home. So it's one of those things to say, I think Porsha is trying to fight it to get it, because then you can say this, but you legally can't stop her, because you also put this in in your prenup.
Mhm.
So as much as we like to kiki and drag Porsha ain't as dumb as people think she is. She's definitely more of a hood strategist. Now she may not be book smart. Oh, she not book smart at all.
Oh no, somebody
But
help
she
her
is
with
a hood
that.
strategist. Oh yeah, she is a hood strategist.
I ain't mad at you, Porsha.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't mad at you. Go and get that money, honey. Go ahead and do something with it. But that would be the only reason why I would tune into Housewives of Atlanta, just to see what's going on with that and to see Kenya get in. Because Kenya is going to be like a little yap chihuahua dog on her ass. She ain't going to let up off that bitch neck for nothing. And I want to be there to see all the reads that come with it. But again, I don't know if we'll see that. And again, if Simon is doing an NDA, I don't know. We'll see. Either way I go, I will be in Mizzle's chat for the reviews for it. I will be down all up in the chat with my little popcorn and my little drink. Okay, y'all, look, real quick before we get into the last story. Last story we're going to talk about is OJ. But first, me and Mizzle was talking about this backstage. What, and Tracy, maybe you know, what the hell went all on with the city girls and shit? Because, okay, see, first I thought it was JT and Glorilla that got into it. And then somehow or another, JT and Miami end up going back and forth. And then JT and Saucy Santana end up getting into it, going back and forth. And then now, because I just seen this, JT and Young Miami, they back cool. They say they love each other. What happened? Do y'all know what happened?
I don't know. I couldn't keep up. What I saw on Twitter, they were going back and forth. And I said, what happened? And, you know, sometimes I try to keep up, but, you know, like my work
It's
and
a lot.
everything, I try to save as much stuff as possible, try to piece them together, save it on Instagram. And I just can't find out what was the source, what happened. All I saw that, yes, I love you too, and we're going to talk about it. And then Santana said, we good. Well, I think with JT or something, or Carisha, or I don't know who he said he was good with. But I said, what is happening? Like,
what happened though?
Well, from what I pieced together, because they all annoying after a little while, was Glorilla had basically called for, a truce between female rappers, Nicki and Cardi and everything else. I was like, let's do music together, da 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 da, blah blah blah. Someone made a comment. So again, blame troll pages. Someone made a comment like, did you make peace with JT after you fought her at the award show? And so Glorilla didn't say anything, right? She didn't respond. She didn't say anything. Then they started tagging JT, and JT was like, you never put your hands on me. Why do you keep letting this go? So then them two started going back and forth. Them two started this is that and the third. And at the same time, Carisha was over there posting in La La Land as if she wasn't seeing all the acts and everything else that was going on, at the time. So she was just acting like nothing was going on. And JT has said something like how I'm always the first to defend you when something happens, but you never stand up for me, or you never say anything for me when something happens with me. And so then Carisha got in her fifis and was like, you tried to sneak diss me on 2 songs. And I still reposted the songs and, liked the songs and everything else. So what you mean? And so then JT was like, what 2 songs? Now, mind you, she said she only has 2 songs that she's performing. So I think we all know the 2 songs.
Girl,
we think we all know the 2 songs. I think we all know the 2 songs. Clearly, if you said you're only performing your 2 singles, I clearly think that those are the 2 songs. So she was like, basically, when all the stuff happened with Diddy, she supported her, publicly and privately, and she never sticks up for her. She never says anything for her. Then Saucy got in and was like, oh, y'all don't need to be doing this online. And she basically told him, shut his big ass up, because all he gonna do is, stay under Carisha, and whatever she want or whatever. So them two started going back and forth. So he was like, I'm just trying to help. And she was like, no, you just trying to clout chase and get in the middle of it, because this ain't got nothing to do with you. Which I agree to a certain extent. I agree. It had nothing to do with you. You wasn't trending, but you inserted yourself to trend. She was like, because you got my number, which I also agree. You do have her number. So then they kind of started going back and forth. So probably like 2-3 hours later, they had a conversation, came back to the internet, and was like, we all good. I love you. City girls for life. Da 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 da. So people are feeling like the city girls are no longer together, like no longer going to be producing music together, but
really
are together, because it was like for the last couple months, you can kind of see Carisha's doing her own individual projects. JT is doing her own individual projects. They're kind of separating themselves from each other, but supporting each other. But they feel like there's friction between the two friends. So I don't know.
Oh, so City Girls no more anymore?
They're saying they're no longer going to be producing new music
for the time being.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean,
they're going to work on their single stuff. They're solo endeavors.
Wasn't JT the original rapper anyway? And Young Miami was just like her homegirl, and they put a group together because Young Miami don't know how to rap.
Mm-hmm.
Like, she does not know how to rap. But when the group got together, now that's the only thing that I really know about the City Girls as far as their backstory. When they first got together, that's when JT got caught up with her whole scam and shit, and she ended up going to jail for so long, and that's when Young Miami had to hold it down. But that's when Young Miami, it kind of displayed and showed that she really not a rapper, that JT was the original rapper, and JT was the one that really was pushing for the group and this, that, and the other. Young Miami was just a homegirl that came along. So I don't think rapping has been a dream of Miami's, but now that you've been put in this situation, or now you the City Girls, you got to keep that shit going. I think Young Miami is famous. Well, I know she's famous because she's fun. She's funny as hell. Like, she seemed like she the life of the party. But as far as rapping goes, some of the beats is okay, but her
Real
as a
kindergarten.
rapper, girl.
Real kindergarten.
She couldn't hang with like a real lyricist. She couldn't hang with them doing that. She can't even rap on the beat.
You know what? She would do real good. She would do real good against like Sexy Red, because those two are about in the same, caliber of rap.
They're in the same category.
Right there. Oh yeah. They're both right there. But you are correct. JT was the rapper, and then they were pushing the music, and then Drake picked them up on the song, but JT had already been had to do her. Yeah, she had to do her stuff.
Yeah.
So it was like they got their like big break at a very at a very inconvenient time for JT, right? So then Carisha kind of became the more prominent city girl, although prior to that it was the other way around, because she was, because JT was the actual like lyricist of the two. The other one could do a little yang around the house, like, oh, you saying this, you saying that. I can kind of play off of your thing, make a couple cute little bars, and you can help me finish out the rest of it, to kind of play off you kind of deal. And then it just kind of this. And then because everyone felt like JT had such a nasty attitude, or she had, she was so hard and so defensive, and Carisha was fun and bubbly and more likable, it kind of swayed how people looked at them. And I understand JT, really having that chip on her shoulder, because could you imagine you've been working this hard for all of this and you get your big break when you in jail?
In
I'd have
jail,
been pissed.
girl.
I'd have been pissed too. Like,
in jail. And how did she do 2 years? How long did she do?
yeah, I think she did too.
I think she did 2 years. Yeah, I'd be pissed off too. And I even different interviews that I've seen them on, the chemistry between them is just so weird. They come across like two totally different people. JT always seemed like she annoyed, which in a way, because I got, and I know people like that. I wouldn't say friends. I got an associate like that, and a couple other folks that I know like that. They just pissed off and just mad all the time. But they ain't really mad, but they mad. But they ain't mad at you, but they just mad. But they could be annoyed with you, but they just mad, but they ain't mad though. It's weird. It's weird. But then Carisha seems like she's fun. She seems like she's like for the party. But at the same time, child, she ain't no diva. She ain't gonna be able to do that. Like, she's.
Now she. Well, she said she's sticking by her. She said she's sticking by her man Diddy. So
no, she didn't, girl. For real.
Yeah, yeah, she did. Yeah. She said stand behind. So, it was a picture with Diddy in front of her, like on the balcony in front of her, and her like behind him with her hands around his waist. It was like, my man. Like, so, she clearly is like stand behind my man kind of deal. So, when, JJ is like, you maybe have to get on your back to keep your lifestyle up. She might not be wrong, because rapping clearly ain't. But you know what? Again, y'all letting Sexy Red live. So,
baby, that damn Sexy Red, you know what it even is about Sexy, because the music wise, I don't, and I hate that to say that, but I don't like her music. It's catchy, but it's not. It's really, and she can't rap. But she's a cute girl. She reminds me of girls that I hung out with back in the day, just because they fun and they ratchet as hell, and like, they gonna be the life of the party, keep you laughing, keep you going, and all of that. But if you try to have a real for real conversation with them, have you seen Sexy Red in interviews? But again, like you say, Tracy,
why would I do that to my brain cells? Why would I do that to my brain cells?
Exactly.
Absolutely not. That's what, 5 to 7 minutes
even
of my life
like,
I couldn't get back.
You can't get back. Even like Glorilla. Glorilla's a cute girl. She's super cute. She reminds me like of a little cousin. That's how I see Glorilla, as a little cousin. But when she talks, she's so country. Yeah. Well, you know what I'm saying? Cubans on Cubans. Yeah, for real. That's how she talks, and she's so cute. But some of that music, I just can't get jiggy with. It's catchy.
She got a few better bars than Sexy Red. If I had to choose,
Yeah, I can get to
and now Sexy Red got Drake endorsing her. Girl, she gonna go far. She gonna go real, real, real far. Ice Spice. Now that goddamn Ice Spice.
Oh, the queen of messiness, Drake. Okay, Drake.
Ice Spice is one girl who I really and truly do not understand how she is as famous as she is. And I'm not even hating. I'm talking, every single one of her songs sound exactly the same. She has the exact same pattern, the exact same flow, the exact same sort of lyrics. Everything is, listen, if you're not a person that believes in conspiracy theorists, she's somebody I would believe is literally an industry plant, like an AI robot. Sexy Red, like an AI robot. Like, how do you get in here and all your songs sound the same? Everything is the exact same. Listen, how they be talking about you. If you don't believe in conspiracy theories, that's when I believe in. That bitch is an industry plant. She not for real. She a fucking robot. Like, that's not for real. How does everything you do sound exactly the same? And is she writing everything her damn self? Is she making the music all by her damn self, or is her little brother or something that's making the music? And them the only couple of keys he know on his little Casio keyboard? Like, how is that?
Not the Casio keyboard, Jesus.
Right.
I said, girl,
You be the shit, bitch. You're not even a fart. Bitch, better gonna go hard. What?
Like, I understand that, you know, that is the style of music from, you know,
now
that is in, especially, you know, so it's one of the things that's hard because for me, I'm like, I mean, realistically, is she any different than Sexy Red outside of?
No.
I mean, she's a little less ratchet. Outside of that, they're pretty much the same. All their music sound the same. All of it's about the same thing. All of it is very, very much so. You know, I can get a good hook, and the beat's pretty okay, and that's all that matters. Because if you listen to the words I say, you are going to be thoroughly disappointed.
For real.
It's kind of the same. So at some point, I've just realized that this right now music is what can we make that is popular on TikTok that will go viral, and that is all that matters. And TikTok ain't but what, a minute? It ain't but a minute. Because have you ever seen sometimes Sexy Red is like performing, and the people only really know like the minute of her song that is popular on TikTok, and the rest of the time they're just standing around bopping, waiting for the next little hook to come back up because they don't really know none of the words because they don't bother like actually downloading the music or listen to it. They just get, you know, whatever little 60-second TikTok got. Instagram
well, you
play.
know, this ass super fat. Yeah, I'm a hoe for sure. Yeah, nigga, you know, it's horrible. It's horrible. Bless the world. Bless the world. They don't know what real music is. Even when I try to get my son to listen to my music, he's like, Mama, who is that? That's old. I'm like, no, baby. Lil Uzi up there voguing. I can't get jiggy with that shit.
Not
listen, you say what?
It's not always inspirational.
No, hell no. All that shit is the same.
I mean, listen, Trina wasn't inspirational for the most part either. But I'm just simply saying,
but she still had hoes talking about pull over that ass too fat. Okay, I ain't mad at her.
I'm just simply saying, if somebody was talking about selling cat, I mean, Trina was talking about it like real easy, no problem, no problem. Difference is she had lyrically, she was just much better at the same thing. The problem is when you're bad at it, it hit different. It hit different. That's all. It just hit a little different, you know. Because I mean, Lil' Kim been telling us about selling twat for a very long time. What? The notorious KIM. What?
How many did it take to get to the center?
I'm just simply saying. I mean, Kim said about squirting on men's faces. I mean, I'm just simply saying it's not nothing new. Nothing new. The difference is lyrically, she was just better at making it sound good to where you had to wait. Like, wait, what? What did you say?
That's all I'm saying.
Oh, you know what I mean? Words. Where now it's like my coochie pink, my booty hole brown. Like, okay, well that was
like no imagination with the words. Like
no. There's no wordplay where you could get away with it. Remember how one time, you know, they would say the lyrics, and then you'll go back and you'll read the inside of the CD and be like, "Oh, that's what she really said."
Yeah, that's what they said. Yes,
because what I heard was something completely different from what you said.
Oh yeah, that was a good old days. Live of life to answer my son hates Sexy Red, and that's how I get him to get up and do stuff. Like yesterday, every Saturday morning, ain't nothing changed in this black household. We get up and we clean up, and I put on my music or whatnot to listen to. He don't want to get up. I will throw some Sexy Red on real quick. Get it, sexy. Get it. He like, oh, okay, ma. Okay. That's how I get him to get up and do shit. It's to throw on some Sexy Red because he can't stand Sexy Red. He says she is ratchet, that that's not how girls are supposed to be looking. Girls are supposed to do that. I'm like, I'm glad you know that, baby. I'm glad you know that.
Your mama teaching you right, baby. Absolutely.
You know it.
Stay away. Stay
know
away
it.
from them. Look, stay away from them. Stay away from them. Because they're gonna try and trap you in high school and college. Stay away,
that
baby.
whole
Stay
part
away.
right there. Yes.
Stay away.
Whole part.
Stay away. Stay away because they're gonna try and trap you. Stay away from white girls too, because
that part right
that's
there,
the devil.
girl,
That's the devil I'm dealing with right now. Like, ooh.
And my son is 12. He's damn near like 5'10", almost a little bit over 5'10". He's only 12 years old. I already know the white girls and the Mexican girls. They coming. They coming.
They trying to throw
like COVID. They
Listen,
trying to throw it at them.
Listen.
Not my child.
Listen, I had to ask my son. I was like, "Are you sure you don't like boys? A little black boy would be great." No, this white girl. Oh, look, listen, anybody. I was like, because I just feel the leech in her. Because nobody should like everything that you like. That just, I was like, see? I was like,
you should try to get something.
No, bitch, you need to have your own mind. How you like mustard on French fries too, bitch? Really? You like mustard on French fries too, bitch? Really? That's really a coincidence.
Exactly. I was like, she likes everything that you like. Oh, she just wanted to sit around and watch anime all day. That's all she wanted to do. Oh.
Girl, bye.
Oh, I was like, oh my God, she plays video games. She loves Call of Duty. Get out my face. I was like, she got her claws in you good. I was like, are you sure? I was like, anything could be better. I was like,
get her.
You know, if you like men, I wouldn't be mad. I mean, as long as he's black.
Just get away from that girl.
That damn Tracy said, as long as you don't let the devil get his claws in you, son, I'm okay with whatever you do. Just don't let the devil.
Listen, I was like, oh, like a nice black boy. I mean, y'all could, nerd out and get no.
Speaking of college,
Hispanic girl,
have they already restarted that debt relief, the college debt relief thing? Because I need to sign up for that.
Yep.
Okay, yeah, let me put that on my to-do list.
Yep. I got my notice 2-3 weeks ago or something like that. I was like, oh, do you want to?
Hell yeah, I want y'all to take this shit away from me. What kind of shit is that? Debt relief. Bam, put that on my to-do list. What Live Life say? Hold up, Tracy. He may come with a white boy.
Listen.
And he really will be a blood sucker then, god dang it.
Oh,
try to take everything.
Yeah, I just don't understand. I'm like, anybody. Like, any? I took a little Asian girl, something like a little Asian boy. I took anybody. I was like, something should speak to your spirit that tells you this person likes everything.
Yeah, something ain't right with that.
Yeah, she trying to plot something now. We ain't doing that, girl.
That ain't what we doing. I think Tracy's phone went out again. Tracy, you there?
Yep, hold on 1 second.
Okay. All right, y'all. Look, this last story we finna get into. The juice is loose. Listen, R.I.P. to the juice, baby. I was at work when this story came across. I was just scrolling. Ain't supposed to be scrolling, child. It's scroll anyways, and I seen this. O.J. Simpson died, 76 years old. He was battling cancer. But this is the shit that I thought was real goddamn crazy to me right here. Hey, this motherfucker, Orenthal James Simpson, he's a key to me. This motherfucker made his family sign NDAs before he died. Can't nobody talk about nothing that's going on with nothing that got to do with me. So I'm gonna need you to sign this goddamn NDA before you die. My thing is, and I know I'm not the only person that had thought this, because I consider myself to be a smart woman, but I'm like, who is gonna sue them if they say something? Like, what's gonna happen if they say something? And who's gonna be responsible for that? You know what I mean? Like, who's gonna sue? Like, if the daughter decides to speak out and say something, who's gonna sue? Or what if it ain't the daughters? What an uncle? Uncle want to go ahead and confess up to some shit that he know about Nicole and Ron Goldman, and he go ahead and say something. Who gonna sue him for it? Who's over that estate?
Probably the trustee of his estate.
I wonder, you know what? And it's probably his oldest daughter. Now that I think about that, it's probably his eldest daughter.
Chloe?
Yeah. No, the other one. No, the one that he had before he got with Nicole. You know, he had two other kids. So, oldest daughter, and then the son, the one that they think really actually Nicole. And then he had them other ones by Nicole. And then he had Chloe too. Listen, we all know Chloe is his daughter. We know that's your baby, OJ. We know that's your baby. Okay. I don't care what nobody say. I don't care what you say, Orenthal. Chris was out there sneaking and geeking because Chris even said it in her book that she cheated on the older Rob Kardashian around the time she was pregnant with Chloe. So you done already said that. So, and then she come out built like a 76ers lineman. Girl, we know you did something. She got there looking like her damn daddy she got that baby got that same nose, she got the same ears, she got the same eyes. She looked like his daughter. His daughter with Nicole.
Yeah, her and her sister are twins, spitting image of each
other. And then on top of that, child, how about Chloe's step Caitlyn? Caitlyn gonna come on there and put a tweet up for OJ talking about good riddance. Hashtag OJ Simpson. Baby, when I tell you the internet let that bitch have it. I even went and put in her comment section with a little give face like, but didn't you kill somebody too, sis? You rent somebody, you was in a car and killed some folks. So how did you even fix your mouth or fix your Twitter fingers to say good riddance to him? I'm sure his family would probably think the same thing, or the family of the folks you killed would probably think the same thing when you die too. How you gonna say that?
Yeah.
And then the comments ain't shit. The comments is like, you just mad because he slept with your baby mama, or just all kind of stuff. Just going in. But what y'all think about that though? And again, this fool here, this is what I was gonna say too. I'm gonna read this little article right here because the family is, he ain't never paid none of the family from that civil suit. So it says, despite his death, he still owes a large portion of a multi-million-dollar judgment awarded to the families of his ex-wife Nicole Brown and her 25-year-old waiter Ron Goldman. Before Simpson was acquitted in 1997 for the 1994 murders, the victims' families filed a civil suit. In 1996, the families were awarded $33.5 million judgment, but before Simpson's death, he only paid them $123,000. Of a balance, still owing $114 million. He said, "Bitch, I'm gonna put something on it." Okay, he gave him he still owes about $114 million, including interest. Now the Goldman family is seeking further legal action to get the money and/or assets that Simpson may have left behind to satisfy his debt. It was then reported by Page 6, OJ allegedly ran a ring of all-cash business deals to hide his money. Child, OJ said, y'all got me fucked up, okay? And according to the Las Vegas Review Journal, OJ Simpson's estate executor and longtime attorney Malcolm, whatever his last name is ready to fight back. Child, the lawyers say reportedly claims he's focused on keeping his late client's money out of the hands of the Brown and the Goldman family, especially the latter part. He claims, it's my hope that the Goldmans get nothing, them specifically, and I do everything in my capacity as an executor or personal representative to try and ensure they get nothing. Child, that lawyer said he ain't finna get them a fuck ass thing. Child, what y'all think about that?
I don't know. I don't know about all this. I mean, because 97, 94, I was still young, so I didn't know about none of this stuff about OJ. I mean, I hear pieces about growing up. They got acquitted and got away with it. Whatever happened, it is what it is. But the fact that he died, he still owes some debt. He was like, listen, child, y'all handle that. He's done with it. He's like, y'all handle that. I don't got time to actually sign NDAs. I don't got time for y'all and everything. And To be honest, I don't really have much to say about this. When I saw the news, I said, "Oh my god!" But that Caitlyn Jenner, I said, "Listen, good riddance to you when you look like a dusty train wreck." But okay, girl, you could call here and talk about some people about how they good riddance. But when you die, I don't people gonna celebrate as good. Get out of our faces, because your transformation look horrible.
She looks a mess.
Listen. And you said, "Oh, you gonna try to tell us? I think it's cute. Y'all will compare this." I said, first of all, it's not about comparing. At the end of the day, he was acquitted for something. Whatever you think he did it or not, people think he's still guilty. Whatever it was, he was acquitted for that. But you intentionally did something that caused acts and that caused deaths. So people should be saying good riddance to you or cancel you. So what? That's how I was like, what else? I don't know. What's Chris said? Anybody say about his tweet? It's like,
I don't know. If anything, Chris, I'm sure Chris is like, let me just go ahead over here, keep my Botox lips quiet. Okay. I was 14. I was 14 when that whole trial happened. I will never, ever, 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 ever forget that, because it's just such a significant memory. And this happened right after the whole thing with Rodney King happened, which quite honestly, everybody knows that OJ got off because majority, the jury of your peers, majority of them are black. And everybody, all the black folks, this was our way of getting back for Rodney King and those police officers getting off for beating Rodney King. So the folks on the jury, if you've seen any interviews or any documentaries that talk to the juries afterwards, every single black juror said the same thing. This was our vindication for the police officers that beat Rodney King to get away. Because even though, yes, they found a weapon, even though the glove, if it don't fit, you must have quit. Like, yeah, and right there, if it doesn't fit, you must have quit. You already know. Like, that was so freaking significant. And I say, I like to say, when the verdict was getting ready to be read, I was in high school, y'all. This was my freshman year of high school. And the TV, I'm sure y'all had them too, TVs in your classrooms. We was in homeroom, and like the teachers, in all the class, the whole school, like everybody was watching that verdict. So once that verdict was read, Orenthal James Simpson not guilty, it was an eruption through the entire school. Everybody was like, granted, there's like black folks there, but it was like equal, but everybody was like, yeah. And I'll never forget my classmate, this nigga name is LaJuan Jackson. If you ever see this nigga, I am never going to forget about this. This shit was hilarious. This nigga was walking down, mind you, LaJuan is already like damn near 6 foot tall, he's tall ass nigga. He walking down the highway talking about the juice is loose. The juice is loose. I never forget that shit. But then afterwards, it seemed like the rest of the day was just like really weird, because I remember seeing some white girls crying. And now knowing like they was upset because like he really killed this woman and he got away with that, which, yeah, OJ himself didn't. I don't think he do, but he was definitely there. He definitely fucking participated. He know who the hell goddamn did it. He know for sure who did it. And I'm sure Nicole Brown Simpson was waiting the gates, waiting at the door for that nigga to show up in heaven like, bitch ass nigga. Bet you didn't think you were gonna see me no time soon, did you, nigga? Okay. And ever since then, niggas all around the world thought they were invincible like OJ. Yep, boy, bye. Yeah, nah, everybody wanted OJ. OJ was and then plus he had Johnny Cochran, Robert Shapiro, and Robert Kardashian, 3 of the most powerful lawyers in the world. He had a dream team. That nigga, he wasn't getting off from that shit. I mean, he was gonna get off from that shit. He wasn't gonna go to jail for that.
I just want to say justice for the white Bronco. The white Bronco slander has been, very, 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 very depressing to watch. Like, when I read the comments, I was flabbergasted. I was like, oh my goodness. Oh, when they was like, I hope he drive that white Bronco all around purgatory, I was like, oh Jesus. Oh, okay. drive that white Bronco straight to hell. I was like, whoa, okay. Well, we are not letting go, are we? So I just want to say justice for the white Bronco. You deserve better. You will never be the same, because you will forever be tied to OJ in life and clearly in death.
In death as well. Okay.
In death, the white Bronco will never be the same.
I wonder what happened to that Bronco. Where is it at right now? That Bronco need to be in a goddamn museum somewhere, okay? Because that is a piece of history that we ain't never gonna forget. Niggas to this day can't drive white Broncos.
If you listen to the people in the chat, OJ is driving around hell right now. That's where the white Bronco is. I can definitely agree that OJ was a interesting character, and having his family sign NDAs after he left this earth is probably a good thing, because that means that I ain't gonna get 5,362 million OJ stories like I got from Whitney. I appreciate that, because I'm good with the OJ stories that I know. I got the People versus OJ. I can watch the trial. I'm good. I'm content. I would prefer more celebrities to get those NDAs from their people, so we don't have to get their life stories after these people is gone and can't confirm or deny what's being told. So, but that probably is just me being selfish. But to the lawyer who's fighting the Goldman family and the Simpson family, to not give them the money that they're owed, that's going to be something that I'm going to watch and follow, because I'm super interested how that's going to work. Like, I understand like why they got so little money was because it was his pension and they couldn't take the money out of his pension. Like, it's not allowed. So now I'm wondering, like, what is going to happen? Does it then turn into, well, you can seize this type of money, but not that type of money? And the way some trusts are set up, you can't actually get them in death. Like, somebody can't sue you for it in death. Because that's what happened in the Alex Murdaugh trial. Like, the way the trust was written, the families of the people that the brother had, like, they couldn't get it from there. The one surviving son chose to just give the people money to try and make them whole. Like, it was his choice. They couldn't forcibly take it because of the way it was written. So I'm wondering if OJ had kind of that similar thing set up so people couldn't get it, and the attorney is just going to keep fighting it to make sure they do. I have no idea what's about to happen, but I am interested.
I'm interested.
Oh, I'm interested. I'm going to follow up on that, because I mean, I hope they get their money. OJ, if you went up or downstairs, I don't know where you at, but rest peacefully wherever you are, up or down.
Nicole ain't letting that fool rest. Nicole ain't not hell no. Nicole ain't he ain't finna have no peace where he's at right now. I'm sorry. Because even aside from Nicole, that nigga was out here living reckless. Okay. He been taking penitentiary risks for the longest. How you gonna go steal your, I mean, I get it. I'm with you, but to go steal your own shit and wish a nigga would say something to you about it, that's some hardcore shit right there. Like, oh, the juice is loose, baby. R.I.P. to you, Juice. But again, Nicole ain't coming off your neck. She waiting at your ass at the door, and she gonna give you hell, literally. Even if you is in heaven, she gonna give you hell, boy. And you kind of deserve it, just a little bit, because OJ, you know what happened to that lady. You know what happened to that lady. But y'all, that's it. That's all I got. I ain't got no more. Y'all got anything else before we get on up out of here?
No, not really. Just let everybody know that everything's not a gay agenda. That's all I gotta say. Just leave it alone.
Oh, yes. So everybody's talking about, at Coachella, how Jaden Smith came up behind and was hugging on Justin Bieber. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you're right. Everything ain't a gay agenda, but you know how folks are. Anytime a man does something that's the slightest bit away from masculinity, is he gay?
Yes, and it's a timing to look at it. It's a timing. Everybody, even Ella, what's his name? NLF, what is his name? NLE Chopper. I couldn't get his name right.
Yeah, NLE Chopper. I don't even know who the hell he is.
Yeah, I don't know. And he just said, listen, y'all need to stop. I support y'all. Y'all support my music. I bring y'all up. But no.
Look, I only know who he is from that little clip that caused him to make the comment. Because I was like, I have no idea who this boy is. And then his song was, "If I Was a Bad Bitch, I Would Want to Slut Me Out Too." I was like, oh
wow.
Okay.
Okay, bro.
Okay.
That sounds different.
That's something.
And like, I need people to normalize that whoever someone loves ain't none of y'all damn business. Leave them people alone. What is that going to do for you? Please explain to me. Does it pay your bills? No? Okay. So why are we so pressed? Is that going to get you into heaven or hell? No? Okay. Just trying to understand. It don't matter. Let people be whoever. If all of them, if they came out, if Jaden and Justin Bieber said, you know what, we're going to be together. Justin said, I'm leaving my wife, and Jaden's who I really love. What difference does that make to any of y'all? Because please tell me, who is checking for Jaden or Justin Bieber? Who?
Either one of them right now. Period.
I'll wait. Because I promise you, wasn't checking for either one of them at all whatsoever. Not even close. Like, wouldn't even be a drop in the bucket. So,
well, yeah, it's just annoying. Once that season, I know people's gonna go off, and I said, "Oh my gosh, everything gotta be one. Everything."
I mean, if he would have came up behind him and started pelvic thrusting, and you know what I'm saying, maybe okay, I'm like, oh, okay, that was a little different. But still,
if he grabbed him by the back of his neck and bent him over and then pelvic thrust,
that's what I'm saying.
I could understand.
You know,
if he was pulling a nigga frontal and bent him up, yeah, that's different. But he came up and hugged him, and then Justin turned right back around and gave him a kiss on the cheek. It looked like two brothers interacting to me, to be honest with you. I didn't see nothing wrong with it.
Together, so it's like, child, we have matching outfits and everything. So I don't know what's going on. They know
each other. I didn't see nothing wrong with it. So people just be so quick to judge.
If more people start showing that and stop being angry all the time, we probably be in a better place. Women have to be dying over no men getting rejected. Like, come on now, child.
That part.
That's a whole different story, bro.
Listen, y'all do me a favor. Make sure you follow Mizzle on all his social media platforms, okay? That's where you can find him on YouTube. That's where you can find him on IG, as well as the tweet, okay? Here's my info where you can find me as well. Auntie Momo _512 on all of my platforms. I think we're gonna get ready to go over to Mizzle's and watch some. I'm gonna be in and out, Mizzle. I ain't gonna lie, because them Potomac bitches. Woo! Between the Potomac bitches and the Love and Marriage Huntsville bitches, them the two that they are like nails on a chalkboard to me. I can't stand them. I don't see it for them. I'm not here for them, but I listen to your reviews just to get the tea on them. But to see them on my especially the Love and Marriage.
You know what? I honestly feel like that's the old Basketball Wives fan base that done took over Love and Marriage Huntsville and Real Housewives of Potomac. I feel like that's the old Basketball Wives fan base, because I promise you, these shows wasn't as toxic before, when Basketball Wives was still on and thriving. No. And they had all of them over there, working everybody's nerves. The other two shows was just fine back then. But then you know how Basketball Wives took that little hiatus, and that toxic fan base needed a place to go. And they found two places and ruined the shows, because I just cannot. Because the shows aren't even as bad as they doggone fan bases. That makes it insufferable to watch.
Yeah, I completely agree.
That's amplified, and they get too stagnant, it get too stale. They don't want to change the OGs. They just want to keep the same people. They ain't no innovations, no nothing. At some point, these OGs, if they're not giving anything new every time, they need to get let go. At the 3, 4, 5 seasons, let go. Unless you give us something that making it listen. Just you being the face is not enough. It's
not at all.
And everything.
And then I want to see. Have y'all watched Bold and Bougie? I think you've been watching Bold and Bougie. How was that?
Bold and Bougie was okay. I ain't watched the last 2 episodes. At the point, to be honest, I don't really care for Carlos P like that at his shows. I mean, I was watching it. Bold and Bougie was good. Don't get me wrong, it was not bad. It's like that because I thought it was dated because I thought like it was giving me R&B divas ever. It's like that.
Yeah.
And I said it wasn't that bad. I just sit there and not watch the last 2 episodes because I said, you know what? Time would pass. I don't think I'm gonna go back like that. So
too many.
It's not bad. It wasn't that bad. I ain't gonna front because it wasn't over the top toxic like on the shows that we're doing now. It was grown women had a little issues. They move on. They have a good time, and that's a little spat. And they nothing not to get everybody upset and pissed off, and then go on to the next thing. That's how it was before.
You know what would be good? A Trader's Housewives. Housewives, Traders. Now that would be something interesting that I will watch. Because you can't trust not a now one of them bitches. Okay. They all display trader behavior. Okay. That would be that's the only way that I would still be into them housewives and watch it. Okay. Is if you have some of them housewives on there, all housewives, all them bitches go against each other. See who's the last one to survive, last one standing. That's what I want to see. All right, y'all. We finna get on up out of here. Tracy, what you got to say?
I said they could be fighting for spots on Ultimate Girls Trips. I would be fine with that too. Let the prize be they get a spot on Ultimate Girls Trip and potentially, get a spot on the season of their show. Yeah. I mean, I need these heifers to work for day checks because I got to work for mine.
That part, and got to work hard for it too. That part, yeah. Anyway, so y'all, we appreciate y'all for coming through. Y'all could have been doing anything else on a Sunday night, but you came here to kick it with us. I'm sorry I didn't have a whole lot of energy, y'all. Like I said, I'm fighting through this depression. Depression is up about 2 points, and I'm down about -2. But I'm making it, y'all. I'm here. I appreciate my brother and my sister for making me smile, keeping me company. I love y'all, and ain't shit you can do about it. We're going to see y'all next week, Sunday. This has been Real Queens Real Talk with a gentleman's perspective, y'all. And we out. We'll see y'all next Sunday. Bye.
Don't take this the wrong way, but I need you to get the hell about it.
Been laid up with your bra off, just chilling, but y'all here with us. We appreciate y'all. We love y'all. And we will see y'all next Sunday for Real Queens Real Talk with a gentleman's perspective, y'all.
That's Mizzle sibling. We love y'all. We appreciate y'all. Y'all could have been doing anything else on a Sunday night, but you came here to kick it with us. And we appreciate y'all. Okay. We love y'all. Real Queens, Real Talk with gentleman's perspective. And we on up out of here, y'all. Okay. Much love. Bye. I love y'all. Appreciate y'all. Y'all could have been doing anything else on a Sunday night, but you came here to kick it with the fam. And for that, we appreciate y'all. Till next time, Real Queens, Real Talk with the gentleman's perspective, y'all. We out. Bye. You doing anything else on a Sunday night, but you came here with us to kick with us. We appreciate you guys for that so much. Y'all could have been doing anything else on a doggone Sunday night, but as always, y'all come here and y'all kick it with us. And I appreciate y'all. We all appreciate y'all from the very bottom of our hearts. Okay. So